I'm Josh, and I'm going to teach you some aspects of Romanticism. First off, we chose our symbol for Romanticism to be a tree with branches that form a heart, because Romantics love and cherish nature and also emphasize sentiments, emotions, and feelings, hence why there's a heart. There are a variety of fundamental beliefs in Romanticism. Emotion is a major aspect of what the Romantics believe in, for they wanted people to express themselves subjectively. Another is the study of the past, and more specifically the medieval times, back to the Dark Ages, because Romantics thought it was cool in a beautiful era, like the architecture and clothing. This led to a rise in nationalism, because people were becoming aware of their past and origins. The most important belief of Romantics is the emphasis on the beauty of nature. The sublimity of nature was a source of comfort for Romantics. Romanticism was also in favor of mysticism and religion. They liked the feeling of not being able to explain nature and the divine, and they also believed in a loving personal God. Romantics stressed emotions, inner faith, and religious inspiration. They also believe childhood, age of innocence also known as, should be enjoyed before they grow up and have to face the problems of the real world. The Romantic movement also brought a change to marriage by changing the motive to love instead of economics. Rousseau is known as the father of the Romantic movement because his works are the foundation for many of the fundamental beliefs of Romanticism. His book, Emile, describes a new method of childhood education where it is based on the natural abilities of each child instead of trying to force all children into a single mold. This was meant to preserve the child's natural goodness instead of corrupting it. Many of his books celebrate the joy of individual freedom in nature. The Grimm brothers were the most important German early language and folklore Romantic historians that established a greater focus on nature and national culture. Their folk tales brought national attention on the origins of German culture and literature, increasing the sense of nationalism in Germany. Romanticism is ultimately a critique of the Enlightenment worldview of rationality that has caused a filthy industrial revolution. Against the Enlightenment, Romanticism argued that you don't need to understand nature, just let your feelings and emotion be freely expressed. Romantics despised that the Enlightenment solely focused on human improvement instead of cherishing nature. The Enlightenment looked forward towards progress, while Romanticism preferred to study the beauty of the Middle Ages, like an anti-Renaissance. Romanticism is not necessarily active today, but is still influential and relevant today. The emotions and admiration of nature can be seen in blogs like Twitter, because you express yourself, music like Drake, because he's an emotional wreck, literature like Mary Shelley's use of sublime nature in Frankenstein, and movies like any chick flick.